It's been a while since I last played an Assassin's Creed game. The last one I played was Black Flag, so yeah, it's been a minute. Coming back to the series with Assassin's Creed Shadow felt like visiting an old friend, who now does stealthy sword fighting in the middle of Japan. The game is definitely a step up from past entries. I think that's down to Ubisoft taking their time more with this one. Although there was something odd I noticed when I first booted up the game, which really annoyed me.
Now and Yasuke. Wait, they have all the stuff. They don't have my freaking boy? What, did they just forget about their freaking heritage, dude? Their origins? Dude, did they forget who made them who they are?
Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
Ezio Auditore da Firenze! Where's my boy? This is some bullshit!
Visually, the game's a treat. The environments are stunning. You've got temples, forests, mountains, villages, cherry blossoms. Everything there looks great. It's not on the level of Ghost of Tsushima, and that's understandable as well. That game had a longer development cycle and wasn't tied down to Assassin's Creed's mechanics or lore. Shadows has to follow the AC formula, which isn't easy when everyone's expecting something fresh and nostalgic at the same time. So this time around we've got two protagonists, Naoe and Yasuke. I get it, it's time to mix things up. Yasuke is a tank, heavy hitter, great for combat heavy situations.
Fight for adventure! Die like a Keep moving. Someone stop him! He's only one man! Kill him! This comes for us! Your head isn't even worth taking back when we see that.
But personally, I lean towards Naoe because she does stealth. She's like a ninja, it just makes sense. It's an AC game, it's what you're looking for. There was times where playing as Naoe was a bit frustrating in terms of game mechanics. I was trying to climb in a particular direction and she wasn't listening. And I was like, listen, the ledge is right there, just climb it. Combat wise, the game is pretty punchy. You can feel the impact of the hits, and switching styles between the two characters is a nice touch. That said, sometimes I really struggle to get the timing right. Could be the game's fault, could be me just getting old, I don't know. Mechanics wise, overall decent, but a bit clunky in places. Especially when interacting with ledges like I mentioned earlier. Now let's talk about voice acting and character models. There was definitely some awkward moments.
You... have to get back.
Sometimes it felt a bit stiff, and other times it felt like characters were just waiting for their turn to speak, like NPCs in a PS3 cutscene. And every now and again you'd get a little bit of Uncanny Valley as well.
You've never told me why. There are many things you've not told me.
I know.
Tell me why.
Your black man has the instincts of a warrior. Has he realized the danger you are in? Has your skin always been this way?
Yes.
It's not terrible, but it does take you out of the immersion every once in a while. The story, pretty engaging. Bunch of villains, you have to go after them all. And you're uncovering conspiracies, which is classic AC vibes. But there's a lot going on. There's a main story, character arcs, random side quests, helping random villagers. It can get a bit overwhelming. At one point I was like, am I building a rebellion? Am I going after these bad guys? Am I running errands? But there is also an RPG style base building, which is a cool idea. A little bit confusing for me at the start. But once you get a hang of it, it clicks. And you can work on that and build all your resources up and use the benefits you get from building up your base, which helps you in the game. The map is huge, which is great. But they've added a thing where you need clues to find your next objective, like talk to a scout, follow a trail, interpret the info. Yeah, I get it. Adds a bit of realism and immersion. But sometimes I just want to be like, okay, tell me where the bad guy is, I'm going to go stab him. Instead, I'm doing recon for the sake of recon. And I had no idea what I'm supposed to be doing next. One of the other cool features I really liked was how the guards acted differently depending on who you're playing. As Naue, if you unsheath your sword, they disrespect you, they don't take you seriously, they don't really like you that much. Whereas if you do the same thing as Yasuke, they're like, no, okay, sorry, can you please put your weapon away? It's a really, really cool interaction to see.
Did you take that knife? I killed them. No, I apologize for interrupting you. Their death is on your hands, isn't it? I had no choice. I'm sorry they bothered you.
In terms of the community, I've noticed a lot of people being really, really harsh in their reviews. And I get it. The Ghost of Tsushima really sets the bar high. But the Ghost doesn't have to fit in 15 years of Assassin's Creed systems and lore, and Shadow does, and still have to be fresh on top of that. And that's built by a completely different development team. Where here you have something that's set almost in stone. I played about 15 hours of this game. I feel there's loads more to explore. I'm enjoying the process. It's bold, it's messy sometimes, but there's cool stealth, cool environments, and I think it's worth a shot, as long as you don't go in expecting it to be Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's a solid AC entry on its own, and I think people need to be a little bit less harsh with this game. Let me know your thoughts. Are you playing as Naue more or Yasuke? Drop a like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more honest reviews, and I'll catch you in the next one.